In a recession, there are two types of people: people who are making money and people who aren't making any money. The question is, what side do you want to be on? My name is Salim Mohammed, and I entered this entrepreneurial world for the past 10 months. I must say, luckily for us, or people like myself, there are quite a number of individuals that had a lot of failed stories to which we can learn from and skip the failure phases and go directly to success. So one thing I've learned I'm going to share with you all is how to apply these 5 criterions to measure an opportunity. Opportunities are all around us, but how do you know how to get yourself involved in these opportunities? Right? So the first of the 5 is the product. What is the business offering? I asked 2 questions about the product. The first question is this something people really need right now? Is there a need in the marketplace for the product? And the answer is yes. Of course. Who doesn't want an additional form of income to assist their financial needs, right? The second question is, does the product fit the need? For years and years to come, they will always have the Forex market. Once each country has their own currency and we do trading between countries, it will always have the Forex market. So yes, it satisfies the needs. The second criterion is the company. Now this is a company that is debt free. It doesn't need new clients to keep afloat. The $5 trillion at the Forex market attracts millions of people with a shared dream of financial freedom. The Cashfx group is artfully combining the technical experience required for Forex success with a dedicated corporate team, state-of-the-art headquarters, and a passion for helping others with a strong desire to improve their lives. With over 120,000 plus members in 185 countries, they've conducted over 209,000 plus payouts. So the answer is yes, 100% solid, bulletproof company. So I guess we're rocking and rolling, right? The third criterion is, how do you earn money? Because if you look at this from a business perspective, is it worth your time? Can you make money? And that's the key thing for people to know. Can you make quick, part-time, or full-time money? And the answer is yes. So you have a good product, you have a good company, you have a good compensation plan. What about the support tools and systems? What you have? So this Cashfx group have a ticketed support system that channels your direct needs and questions. You have the conversion pros partnering with the Cashfx group to advance your marketing and software skills. You have fast payments and layered security to keep your money safe and confidential. You have transparent reporting in your back office, giving you access to your trade results and easily check your Cashfx historical data. You also have live virtual events, giving company updates with plans for the future, compensation plan updates, etc. So the right support tools and systems, check out for sure. And the last thing, but not the least, is the right timing. We are in a pandemic, and the predefined methods of earning an income are quickly dwindling away. A lot of companies are working from home now, and we've seen the highest unemployment rates in the history of our time. Earning an income is at the top of everyone's minds right now. The Cashfx group has created a way to earn a living from the comfort of your home. We want everyone to look and feel their best with no financial worries. It's a brand new opportunity, and so many people are excited about it. So if you're the kind of person that wants to earn a weekly, recurring income, work from home, be healthier, more vibrant, then stay on this call as we go through in details how this business plan works. Or reach out to the person that shared this video with you and get back to them. I look forward to seeing each one of you on this exciting and rewarding journey. Take care.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our Cashfx group overview presentation. I am happy to have you on. I'm glad that you took the time out to learn about this amazing opportunity that we have here. And definitely, it won't be a waste of your time. I guarantee that. So before we get into our presentation today, I want you to be reminded of the event we have coming up. Tis the season to go cashless. All right, it's the 12th of the 12th. So that's the 12th of December. And of course, we're having some Bitcoin giveaways. We're giving away free contracts leading up to the event. We're giving away contracts on the day of the event, and we're giving away Bitcoins. All right. So, it's the season. It's the season, man. So we give in. We give in. All right. So come and be a part of that. We definitely would appreciate it. But most importantly, come for the information. I think it was someone who once said that, that the knowledge of gold is better than gold itself. So, come get the information, put yourself in a position where you are better able to have a brighter future. That's what it's all about. So mark the date and be there. Tis the season to go cashless. Definitely looking forward to that one. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on board as well. All right. So let's get into our presentation for today. Before we get cracking, there are some things that I want you to keep in mind. First and foremost, no referrals needed. Okay. So what that means is this opportunity does not depend on new members to stay afloat. That whole thing is optional. Second thing, no monthly fees, no monthly subscriptions, one-time purchase, and you're good to go. Another thing is there are no mandatory meetings. These meetings are just for educational purposes so that persons can be informed about what Cashfx is all about. And last but not least, let the pros trade for you. Yes, we are involved in the Forex market, but you do no trading for yourself. And that's good. All right. You have some pros doing it for you. Well, sounds good to me. Okay. So yeah. So as we keep those things in mind, we're literally about to see that success in the Forex market is just a few clicks away. So let me introduce you to two trending industries that the Cashfx group is involved in. First of which is what we call e-learning. All right. So learning online, giving you the abilities to learn online. This is a market that is very vast and it's growing. A lot of people are doing it, schools, work, businesses, it's happening around us. So Cashfx Group has positioned themselves also to capitalize from this movement. And also there is e-earning. All right. So we're talking about the stock exchange, the equities market, the futures market. But we are involved in the Forex market. If you realize how it towers above them all, right, that's a $5.3 trillion industry. All right, it's most liquid, proven to be recession proof. There are persons, millions of people come to this market or to the space with a shared dream of earning a profit or being financially free, and this is their livelihood. The banks do it, the hedge fund managers do it, people in general do it. So the Cashfx group has also made it possible for the regular man to get his share of this 5.3 trillion industry for himself. Sounds good to me, right? All right, I know it sounds good to you too. So let's talk some more about the Cashfx group, yeah? So basically, one of the outstanding qualities about these guys is that they have the best set of core values. All right, we're talking about transparency, honesty, and respect for all members. All right, now these values are very important because these are what we use to create trust. And in ventures like these, we absolutely are in need of trust. So they stand true to those core principles. And I believe that you would value such principles as well. Okay, so we have meetings that we would go on and we'll talk about what's going on in the company, what are the challenges, what are the solutions and what's the plan going forward, what's the vision for the company. And for me, that is awesome. Okay, that keeps you abreast with what is going on in the company, and it makes you feel more confident in being a part of the company. So they also put themselves in a position to ensure that, you know what, they fulfill their purpose, which is to make sure that its members are successful in the Forex market through their proprietary trading, through the EA technology and experts that they have. And of course, that the members themselves can have an opportunity to learn if they so desire. That's awesome. All right, that's good stuff. So the company does everything in its position, or in its power rather, to put itself in a position so that it can be a success. So they hire all the necessary professionals, from the marketing professionals and network marketing professionals, the managerial professionals, the teachers, all of that. They get them because no one person knows everything. Okay, so collectively, all these persons come together so that Cashfx Group can be a success for us all. So who is responsible for putting this team together? Well, our founders, of course, Waskar Lopez and Edwin Abad. Now, Waskar is a fun-loving guy, as I like to say. He's just down to earth. He is a successful entrepreneur. He's been successful in the crypto space. He's been successful in the network marketing space, and he has the experience for that. Edwin Abad is that Forex trading guru. All right. He also has about 25 years worth of experience in this field, and he heads up the trading team that trades on our behalf. So, when you put these two guys together, they decided that, you know what, let's create something that works. We're tired of seeing the pitfalls of networking ventures, ventures like this. And, we want to create something that works. And boom, Cashfx was formed in tune of $7 million that they would have come up with out of their own pockets. And for the past 2 years, it's been nothing but success and growth. So that's definitely something you want to be a part of. Yeah, of course. So of course, this company is registered in Panama City. So we're talking about a legitimate and registered company. So you have nothing to worry about. As a matter of fact, we just had our ribbon cutting ceremony the other day, and I'm going to take you on a 1-minute tour of the facility. Nice. I am definitely looking forward to stepping foot into that building myself. All right. So there's no open door policy that will be in full effect in 2022. All right. God's willing, we'll all have an opportunity to visit that place. All right. So now that we have got all of that out of the way, we see that this company is a legitimate company. We see that the system that it designs is for persons to be successful and for persons to have an opportunity to capitalize from the Forex space. Then the next question that we want to ask ourselves is how? How do I get into this wonderful opportunity? How do I get into this company? Well, there are 15 contracts that are available to be purchased, and they're broken down in 3 categories. The first of which is called the elemental plans. All right, so the elemental plans are from 300 to 3,000 US dollars. All right, so all the figures from here on out we'll be talking about are US dollars. Okay, so keep that in mind. Here we have basics. You learn the basics of the Forex space. All right, you learn the terminologies and the candlesticks and all these are the things that you need to know to get started. So we talked about e-learning earlier. This is what I was talking about. Okay, so you move on from the elemental plan to more advanced levels. So the advanced plan is from 5,000 all the way to 20,000. Here you get intermediate knowledge. All right. So we're talking about, learning to set trend lines and support and resistance and, reading your chart and all of that. And so you can make the best decision possible. Right. So from there, we have the Supreme plan that goes from $30,000 all the way to $100,000, which is our highest contract, or what we call our gold standard. Right. So by this point, you should be killing it in the market. All right. Or improving your skills to be better at what you do. So any one of these 15 contracts opens up a level of education for you, depending on where you are able to afford to start. So, you can get the whole thing at one time and learn, or you can learn in increments as you go along up in your package sizes. Okay. So now that you would have purchased a contract, what are the rewards? Because everybody needs to know what's in it for me. What's in it for me? All right. Let's talk about the rewards plan. First thing we want to talk about is what we call bear capital. Bear capital is simply passive participation. You purchase a contract, and every week, as the traders go to work for you over that 72-hour period, you get your returns every week, like clockwork. It's that simple. That's it. Bear capital, passive participation. Purchase a contract, earn on a weekly basis. Easy. All right. So if that's a little bit too slow for you, and you want to be a little bit more aggressive, you want to grow your returns faster, then we have something for you as well. It is called bull capital. Now, bull capital is when you would have shared the opportunity by participating in a referral system that brings them on board, and then you start benefiting from the bonuses that a company offers. All right. So we're talking about fast start bonuses, we're talking about unilevel bonuses, we're talking about matching matrix bonuses, and all the various bonuses. And that is awesome. So what happens is that the company compensates your efforts for sharing their business with your friends and family, and you for it. That's great. All right. So they don't want to give the money to the TV stations and the radio stations or whatever. So the members get the task of sharing the opportunity, because word of mouth is the best advertisement, really. And then they give you the money, and that works out for all of us. It's a win-win situation. All right. So if you continue to share the business, what happens is that you will now be able to rank up in levels. So the more you share, the more points you earn, the more you're able to go up the ladder. Awesome stuff. I'm telling you. All right. So let's break down the contract for you and see exactly how it works. And we're going to use a $1,000 contract as an example. So let's talk about the bear capital again. When we talk about bear capital, first thing you have to understand is that 70% of that, or $700, because we're using the $1,000 contract as an example, goes to your trading account. All right. So here, the professionals trade for you through the brokerage. All right. This brokerage, of course, is a regulated brokerage. All right. And because of that, your money is insured. So peradventure anything should happen, that money comes back to you. All right. That 70% comes back to you. Okay. So though it's 70% that is being traded, keep in mind that the promise of the company is to take your contract to 2x or 200% or $2,000, because a 1,000 contract is what is being used as an example here. So what that looks like. Boom. All right. So that's good to know. So don't pay the $700 that is being traded, and mind you are still going to get to 2x of the contract purchase. Cool. Nice. So let's look at the other side of the business, which is the bull capital side of the business. Now this goes to your education, right? Your academy product. The other $300 purchases that. So once you buy a contract, you are purchasing an academy product, and along with your purchase, 70% of your money is traded for you, and that's what generates now your returns. Okay, so out of this academy product comes the bonuses. 50% of that goes to the person who would have invited you in the form of what we call a fast start bonus. So that's $150, because we're using the $1,000 as an example. All right, so that's 50% of the $300. The other 50% goes into what we call uni-level bonus. So the persons who are above the person who would have brought you in, that is split up among them. All right. But the person who brought you in still gets 10% of that uni-level bonus. Sounds like good business to me. It should sound like good business to you. All right. So with this one opportunity, you still have, well, on this side, you still are being brought to 2x or 200% or $2,000. So this one opportunity produces 400%. Sounds good, doesn't it? Of course it does. It's amazing. Come on. All right. So you can make $4,000 from this one contract purchase. And that's good to know. That's very good to know. All right. So what are your options if you allow your contract to go to 2x or 200%? So when you get to that $2,000, there are two options that are available to you. You withdraw your money, 20% withdrawal fee comes out. We talk about that in a little bit, right? So you're left with $1,600. You can walk away. Boom, you got back your $1,000, you made $600. You good. You're not tied to the company. You can walk away whenever you feel like, right? Second option, you withdraw your money, 20% comes out again, you're left with 1,600. You pocket 600 or leave that in your balance, and then you repurchase the $1,000 contract and you get that wheel spinning again. Good business. That's good business. All right. So now that you know that, oh, this thing actually works. All right. Let's get in it. Right. If that's what you want to do it, then fine. I mean, what works for you works for you. But there's a third option. Let's say you don't allow your contract to go to 2x, but you are now going to be able to capitalize on what we call compounding interest. That is to upgrade your contract. All right. So I'm going to show you exactly how that works, because you see, there is magic in compounding interest. When you allow your interest to go to work for you, I'm telling you, it's a wonderful thing. Einstein said that compounding interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who knows it earns it, and he who doesn't pays it. All right. So, hey, the man sound like him smart. Yeah, that's because he is. All right. So let me show you what that looks like, and what we call our roadmap to $100,000. So the wonderful thing about this opportunity is that you can come in at the lowest point and you can make it to the highest point. Sounds good, yeah? Because it is good. All right. So here's the deal. So this chart is based on a 5% return per week. And though past results don't guarantee future results, we still have to use the consistency that we see as a benchmark. So what happens here is that if you start with a $300 contract, 70% of that is traded for you, which is $210. And if we come over to the number of weeks accumulated, so within 24 weeks at $10.50 a week, then you have $250 in your balance. You are now ready to do what? Upgrade. Right? Remember, we're talking about a component interest. So what happens now? Of course, your 20% still comes out because the upgrade is still considered a withdrawal. And then now you put that 200 on your 300 that you already had, and then you're now upgraded to the 500. Boom. So you're no longer making $10 a week. You're now making $17 a week. I told you, compound interest is amazing. Okay. So 36 weeks pass. Now you have $625 in your balance. 20% comes out again. So that's 125. And then 500 goes on the 500 that you already have. And then boom, you've upgraded to the $1,000 contract. You're now earning $35 a week. Again, the power of compounded interest. It is amazing. All right. So, and that goes on and on and on. But let me stop to say, if you start with a $300 contract, because of the promise of the company to take you to 200, by the time you would have upgraded, you would have already gotten to 84% of your contract. So when you upgrade to the 500 contract now, you're not starting at zero, but you're actually starting at 50%, because $250 is 50% of $500. So think about it like that. All right. So now you're at 50%. The only time your contract is renewed or it starts from zero is when it is renewed or when you would have started initially. So keep that in mind. So when you get to the 500 contract, because of that percentage carryover, you might have to allow your $500 contract to hit 2x and then renew it. And then you go on up the road without any further hindrances. All right. So keep that in mind. If you don't do that, by the time you upgrade to the $1,000 contract, you're going to be short $100 and something, like $105 or something like that. All right, so you would have to come out of pocket with that, and then you can go on your way just the same. All right, because we also have what is called split payment available right now. So just keep those things in mind and know that there are options. All right, so you can get to the $100,000 contract in a matter of 7 years if you start at the lowest point. Okay, you get there quicker depending on where you start and how you treat your contract. So contact the person who would have invited you on this call, and they will be happy to share those options with you. So we got to break it down for you so you know exactly what is the deal. All right, so again, this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is slow and steady and sustainable. All right, that's what we're about, and that's why we love this opportunity so much. Okay, so let's talk about that 20% we mentioned earlier. That goes into what we call our force matrix, or a 3x10 force matrix structure. So what this does is that once you come into the company, you fall into the force matrix. You can't help it. That's why it's called the force matrix. You will fill a spot in here once you join the company. So what that means is that there are three. It goes across three, and it goes down 10 levels deep. So on that level 1, they can only have 3, and down there on level 2, you can only have 9, and then on that level, so it goes on and on and on. All right, so it's 3, 9, 27, 81. So it's multiples of 3 like that, and then it fills out as it goes down. Now, the good thing about this is that when you come into the matrix, whether you are bringing in anyone or not, others are bringing in people. So it's a filtering system. They spill over and they go under you or beside you. So what happens here is that when they make a withdrawal, that 20% that comes out, it doesn't go to the company, but it comes right back to the members, right? So what happens here is that once that withdrawal is made, then the percentage is shared up and it's filtered up among those who are above you. All right, so that's how that works. The good thing about this is to know is that the company has designed the system for you to withdraw your money. Company has designed the system so that it can be sustainability. When you hear about sustainability, then it means that there's a longevity. When we hear about sustainability and longevity, then you know that a company is designed to last, and that's awesome. All right, that is just wonderful news. So whether or not you invite anyone in, you benefit from this bonus. So this bonus is for everybody. So the next bonus we're going to talk about, however, is for persons who are just engaged in bull capital. That is our uni-level bonus. So the uni-level bonus works like this. Once you join the company, you have access to what we call 4 levels deep. So level 1, 2, 3, 4. You have access and you get 10% on any one that you invite. So once you invite your first person, you're actually started building your uni-level team. However, on your level 1, you get a fast start bonus and a uni-level bonus. So how that works is if I invite you, boom, you fall on my level 1. I get fast start bonus, I get uni-level bonus, I started building my team. When you now see how wonderful this opportunity is and you decide to share with someone else, boom, they fall on my level 2. I don't get any fast start. That goes to you because you're the one who invited the person in, right? But I still get uni-level bonus. When that person comes in as well and say, hey, this thing nice, man. Let me tell somebody else about it. And they come on board and falls on my level 3. And when that person on my level 3 brings on their brother, they fall on my level 4. And when that person who fell on my level 4 say, hey, brings in his girlfriend, that's on my level 5. Right? On my level 5, I earn no more bonuses. If I want to earn bonuses from my level 5, I would have to rank up. So I have to rank up to executive, where I now unlock levels 5 and 6, where I'm no longer making 10%, but I'm now making 20% on these levels. All right. So that's awesome stuff. Same thing applies. If you want to unlock levels 7 and 8, then rank up to manager. If you want to unlock level 9, rank up to director. 10 and 11 and to infinity, well, that's president, ambassador, and global ambassador, where you know capitalize or you earn from all the persons in your organization, and everybody leverages each other. The wonderful thing about this, well, guess what? When your team is successful, you are successful. And in order for you to be successful, your team needs to be successful. So this system is designed for us all to work together. You can't just bring someone in and just leave them on their own. And no, then you won't see much success in this bull capital side of the business or the networking side of the business. So this system is designed for us to work together versus the traditional business system that usually sets up employees against each other. This is designed so we help each other up the ladder. All right. And that's good to know. And I'm looking forward to working with you if you come on board. All right. So definitely let's do this. So, separate and apart from that, of course, the company always seeks to highlight the efforts of others. And in our last month end meeting, we had some updates about the persons who would have made rank. So let's look at that. We had 95 new executives, 23 new managers, 5 new directors, and 2 new presidents. Good stuff. All right. So again, other than just highlighting the accomplishment, the company rewards the persons who are going up in rank. So let me show you what are some of the rewards. So if you make executive, there's an iPad. All right. I don't know if you prefer the iPad, or you can just take the cash price of $675. When you make it to manager, you get a Rolex watch, or you can claim the price for $7,500. When you get to director, you get an all expenses paid trip for 2, or you can claim 11,250 US dollars. When you make it to president, there's a Porsche to be received, or 75,000 US dollars. When you get to ambassador, there is a Ferrari to be had, or you can claim the cash prize of 150,000 US dollars. And then if you get to that global ambassador position, there is a Lambo. All right, the Lamborghini is yours, or you can just claim the prize of 375,000 US dollars. Sounds nice, yeah? But all that is good and dandy. But let me tell you something. What I was sold on when I first heard this opportunity were the numbers. Let me tell you, when you tabulate numbers, they will show if there is growth or decline. They will show if there is consistency. And that is important because that's what got me. I saw the consistent numbers and growth, and I said, hey, what is this? I got to get a piece of it. So let me show you these numbers, and I'm sure you're going to feel the same way that I did and still do even today. All right, so just last week, we would have seen a 5.06 return. Just last week. And the week before that, it was a 5.03%. Now look at the contract sizes, and you see the weekly returns. Now, on the smallest contract, we see $10, and that might look small, but let me ask you this. If you put 300 US dollars in the bank today, at the end of the week, are you seeing $10 in profit? I guarantee you that is a no. All right. If you are, come on, put your brother on. Let me know what's up so I can get a piece of the action, because that's what I'm doing for you right now. I'm letting you get a piece of the action. All right. So come on. This is a no-brainer, really. This is a no-brainer. All right. So I know we're used to our centralized system, where these returns are impossible. Right. But if you know anything about the Forex market, this is nominal. All right. This 5% is normal. That's sustainable. And that is why the Cashfx group has so much success in showing these consistent results on a week-to-week basis. Let's look at the monthly returns. The month of October, we saw 21.12% in returns. Come on. So again, look at the contracts. Remember, $10 might seem like nothing, but at the end of the month, that's $44 that you did nothing to earn. Well, let's not say you did nothing. You did purchase a contract. And now you're being rewarded for that purchase. That sounds like good business to me. Yeah, every time I talk about this, I get excited. All right. This is just wonderful. All right. So you can look at the various contracts, man. Just look at it. All right, so if you got to a $1,000 contract, that's $147 for the month. Again, when you put $1,000 in the bank, are you receiving this kind of return in a month's time? The answer is no. All right, that's a resounding no. But with the Cashfx group, my friends, this is possible. I've been seeing it for the past few months, and you can have that happen to you as well. All right, so let's look at the year so far, shall we? The year so far, 219.81%. Nice. You hear me talking about consistency from January to October. Look at those returns, all above 20%. Come on, man. Come on. All right, you're not convinced. That's okay. Let's talk about 2020 when things were just crazy, right? What was Cashfx doing? Oh, I don't know, same thing they always do, give returns. Just look at this, 329.54%. That's amazing stuff. That's amazing stuff. All right. So we definitely need to understand that this is something we want to be a part of. Right? Definitely something we want to be a part of. Right? So when we think about it, we must understand that hey, once we see these opportunities, we cannot continue to be poor. Right? What do I mean? We can't afford to be passing over opportunities repeatedly. All right. No, we are trying to create some wealth. So let me get you started. So the next question you should be asking, all right, Sheldon, how? How do I get started? Well, my friends, here it is, Bitcoin. That's how you got to get started. Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out. So if you don't know what Bitcoin is, then let me help you to learn some facts. All right. So first of all, Bitcoin is a computer generated asset. All right. It is digital money. It is created by what we call miners. All right. So what that is just as though you have money in the bank and you can go online and just online shop, or you can transfer. That you have digitized your money. That's what Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is digitized money. All right. That goes from person to person without the intervention of a middleman or the banks, if you want to put it that way. All right. Versus government money, of course, which you can't escape that. All right. So another thing about Bitcoin is that it is a fixed amount. There's only 21 million Bitcoin that can be produced. It doesn't matter how much Bitcoin goes up. You cannot produce more than 21 million Bitcoins. And because of that, unlike government money that suffers inflation, Bitcoin doesn't suffer inflation. And that's what makes it a wonderful store of value. Look it up, man. It's good stuff. When we're talking about Bitcoin, we're talking about it takes 60,000 US dollars to purchase one Bitcoin. All right. No, that's mind blowing. Or maybe the rate has dropped a little bit now. So it's probably 50 something, but that's still amazing. All right. With Bitcoin, there's a public database or the blockchain where you can go and you can check the various transactions. Transparency. Government money. Nope. You don't have that. All right. Bitcoin is decentralized, meaning no one person owns it, but everybody gets a cut off it. It's really for the people, if you ask me. Well, government money, the banks and, government control that. All right. There are low fees when it comes to transferring Bitcoin versus high fees with government money. The long and short of it is that Bitcoin gives you control over your money. Bitcoin gives you sovereignty over your wallet. And that's what we want. So that is why the company would have chosen Bitcoin as a method of payment. All right. So you get rid of the middleman and you really make what you make, if you want to put it that way. All right. So that's awesome stuff. So earlier I would have said that you don't need to refer anybody, but you definitely need to be referred by someone. You want to get started with Cashfx after knowing all of that amazing information. Well, guess what? All you have to do is reach out to the person who invited you and say, hey, I'm ready to get started. And they will provide you with their referral link So you can get on there and register, make a payment and get started. However, you can't just Google Cashfx and register. No, that's not how it works. You can't download any app. There are no apps. All right. You need somebody's referral link so that they can help you to get started. All right. So as I said, easy peasy. You make a payment, boom, you're well on your way. So the next question you want to ask is, all right, I get all of that, Sheldon. How I get my money back? All right. So of course, you can withdraw your money by requesting a withdrawal. Once you have, once your balance is over $100, you can withdraw. Okay. So when you get to that point, all you do is put in a withdrawal request. And then, of course, you'll get the Bitcoins. You can spend your Bitcoins as they are for those who, for places that accept Bitcoins, or you can have it converted back into your regular currencies and then use it that way. Or you can have it sent to a global exchange MasterCard where you can just go to the ATM and withdraw some money. You can shop in the supermarkets or wherever, and you can shop online just the same. All right. So you choose. All the options out there. So why do we share this opportunity with you? Well, because we want you to do what matters. I don't know your financial status. I don't know how it is right now, but I do know that if you make use of this great opportunity, that it can put you in a position to be financially stable for the rest of your life. You can make things better for you, make things better for your family. So get back to the person who would have shared this with you and ask them, how do I get started today? All right. You enjoy your day. Have a blessed one. Shell and Shirley. And I'm out. See you next time.